Good evening, everyone. It is now Monday the 11th, 2017 in August. I'm just going to give a very quick update on my strategy review coming up towards the end of the month and the middle of the month. Now on screen you can see a couple of different charts. You have one at the top which is the 4-hour chart and the one at the bottom which is the 1-day chart. In the circles we've got China banning the ICOs and then also the effect of the fake news. I'm going to be saving a lot of these screenshots because one day I will be doing a Twitter effect analysis that will go through all of the different ups and downs of what one simple tweet can have a huge effect on cryptocurrencies, as they are very sentimental affected. So at the top we have a couple of trend lines, one at the bottom and one at the top. Now unfortunately a lot of this is taken with a huge pinch of salt. The big problem is, so far since I made my initial prediction, is that there's been other major events that have affected it a hell of a lot more, so there is no true reading of what the update on estimated the 9th of October is going to have on Ethereum. I still believe that it is going to test a lot of support lines, but how far it will go down, nobody really knows, and it's all best guess. So this is a strategy update, not a prediction update. I still do actually think that it's going to go down, but how far it's going to go down is a big question. So the bottom chart, we have R1 and R2. R1 is a support line at 266, which was made on the 15th of the 6th. Now that was an on average lowest that it got at that point in time after the recovery had already started, and it's going to be the next one that we hit. There is also another support line at about the 275 where you'll notice it a little bit further over. I believe that if it breaks the 275, then it will end up dropping down very quickly to the 266, and because it's on a weak support line, it could then drop all the way down to R2. Now R2 was made on the 26th of June. So on that one, yeah, it was the first major dip that we'd had for a while where it was a good correction, so we'll probably hit that one first. And it's also supported a little bit further along at the beginning of August after yet another correction. Remember, these are the day proceedings, so the period between each chart on the candlestick is 1 day. As always, I will always be backing up my strategy and actually putting it into action. If you look on my eToro account, everyone, it is there and open and plain to see. If you click on my profile, you then go into my portfolio and you will have a breakdown of my buy and my shorts. There is some long positions that have a heavy amount of percentage in the green. Those are my ×2 leverage, which are very long standing, and I don't really count them in my workings out on my hedging. At the moment, on the other ×1, where they effectively have no leverage, I have almost a 50-50 breakdown between long and short. I believe that there's still going to be more correction before the update is actually brought into account, so that should help me cash out on a couple of shorts. They are set to cash out at, I think, if memory serves right, about 282, and then one a little bit lower at 280 or 279. Once they've cashed out, I will then be looking all over again at the charts, see what time frame we're on, and if I deem it necessary, I will be opening up a couple more shorts, because if it does break the 275 support, I do believe that it might go all the way down to 210, and I want to make profit on the way down to then also put in a couple of orders to get it on the way back up. A very interesting point was opened today of why do I have so many longs on the 1% if I think that it is going to continue going downward. Well, basically I'm still very bullish on Ethereum for long term. So I think that once the update's been implemented, it will skyrocket just like Bitcoin did after its fork. And however, to hedge against some of the risk, I've taken out a couple of short positions. It's only prudent to actually have these positions opened. I've also got positions the same in Ripple, and I think I still have a couple in Litecoin, but they are to be cashed out at different levels along with a couple of my longs, so I'm going to be well into the green before they actually cash out, showing a bit of red. So it is something that I've implemented into my portfolio to limit risk and to run onwards. I will also be running a couple of trades in plus 500. Unfortunately, however, you can't see them, and there's no way to actually tell my orders without doing some major amount of messing around, blanking out values, because I always believe percentages are so much more informative than values ever will. So I will keep everyone up to date on that, and if I think there are any really good buying opportunities for a short term, if I have the time, I will be making a very small presentations or updates just to give people the heads up. But that is a very, very long shot, as usually if something is going on, I am busy organizing trades to open and close to make money rather than spreading the word, because you know what it's all like. Watching charts, it is do or die very, very quickly. I hope you've all enjoyed this. By all means, you can subscribe to my numerous different updates I'm looking at on my Twitter account, updating that on a more regular basis on any very short-term ones. If it is just a very simple of I am buying on plus 500 now, or I am setting an order on eToro now, I'll put it on there first. And otherwise, you can check my YouTube channel, you can check my website, you can get my updates, and also I've got on eToro a updates list that is building up quite nicely. So in this video you'll see on the comment section that it will be directed at a couple of different people. They've just let me know that they want the direct updates and get mentioned in the post whenever I update. Alright, thank you very much folks, and I hope that everyone has very green trades coming through the night.